viewers, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Okay, today I want us to talk about basic requirements which we are required to have before starting a dorper sheep or a sheep farm. So guys, stay tuned as we go and sit and see what are these requirements. So follow me. So this lesson today is quite important. It is quite important for people who have not started this sheep business and they are wondering what do they need for them to start this business. So number one, you need a field, grazing field. That is a requirement if you are doing a free range sheep. So you have to have a pasture where they will be grazing on, and then the second one, you need to have structures. What kind of a structure will you have? So for this sheep to be good, you have to have a structure where they will be staying. If you are doing zero grazing, you have to have a proper structure where they will be eating their food, playing field, and also where they will be feeding. So another requirement is the capital for starting that business, or for capital for that sheep. So that is the third requirement. You need to have a capital. So if you have a sheep, or you want to buy one, or you want to import, so that is the capital you are required to have. And as I told you last time, guys, dorper sheep is not quite expensive. You can start with 2 or 3 dorpers, or you can start with local sheep which are not quite expensive. That will be your capital. So depending on the number or the kind of business you want, that will make the capital of that business. And guys, and the vision which you have in that business. The vision can be, maybe you are doing that business for profit, or you are doing that business for hobby, or you are doing that business for subsistence. So guys, depending on the type of business you want to venture in, that will take you to the kind of capital you have to invest in that business. So if you are doing it for business, you have to play with the number of sheep you need in that farm. So if it is for business, I will advise you start with let's say 10 sheep or 20 or 30. Do not start with small number, because you will be frustrated in a short while of time. Because if you start with a small number, it will take you a longer period of time to get the profit. And as you know, patience is key. So if it takes a longer time, maybe you lose patience and then you will stop doing that business. So guys, when you are doing it for business, we play with numbers. Maybe you say you have 10 ewes and 1 ram. That will say in a year, maybe you will be having around 30 herd of sheep, or maybe you will be having 40. No, 30, yes, 30. That is the good number, or 15. So guys, we play with numbers if you are doing for business. And then another thing you have to consider is the herdsman who will take care of that sheep. So that is another consideration you have to consider. Who is that person who will take care of those sheep in your farm? Will you be around? Will it be your wife or your sons and daughters? So you have to consider those factors before starting that kind of business or venturing in that career. So, and then also you have to consider maybe the amount you will be paying that person. You do this, you calculate and see whether you will afford. Before the business peaks, what will you be using? Because the business will not peak in a day. So it needs a large amount, or it needs some money for you to run that business until the moment it will start running itself. So, and then also you have to have positive mindset, because I've seen many people, they are starting business without a positive mindset. So at times they go, before even they finish 2 months or 3 months, they lose hope, because they were just doing it for money. They were not doing it with passion. So it should be within you first. You should be passionate with that business before starting. For you not to lose hope, You know, at times there's disadvantages and advantages in any kind of business. Maybe sometimes the diseases can invade your business and kills some of your sheep. Will you die? So you have to ask yourself those questions. Will it be the end of your life? So at least you should have passion and know it is like any other business. It has advantages and disadvantages. And then also sometimes it is you might be faced with hard economic times. The cost of feeds might go up. So sometimes people tend to lose hope. So if you do not have passion within you, sometimes you find yourself losing hope. Just like any other person, maybe you are doing dairy farming, saa zingine ng'ombe inakata maziwa bila kujua shida ni nini. So kama huyo mtu hajaingia hiyo biashara with passion, anachipata ame lose hope. And then another thing you have to consider is the veterinary officers. Okay, for any farmer who is doing livestock farming, you have to make sure you have a veterinary officer, because this is something maybe you have not studied. Kama maybe like me, I told you I'm a teacher, so doing farming is new to me. I rely on my own research. I'm doing a lot of research, but I still trust the professors in that field. I still trust those people who have gone to school, study for a period of 4 years to know what kind of diseases or what kind of signs do these animals have. So me, I deal with veterinary officer. I trust them so much, and I also do a lot of research at personal level, so that when the veterinary officer will be advising me, at least I have some knowledge. I have some knowledge yenye pengine itanisaidia. And then also you have to consider the source or the kind of breeds you want to venture in sheep farming. As I told you last time, we have many types of breeds in sheep farming. So for you to start this business, you have to know which kind of breed, which area or the location are you located in. So because sometimes you might start you can go to a certain breed, maybe they cannot adopt easily to the area where you are. But for dorper sheep, I told you it is quite hardy. They survive in both harsh climatic conditions. If it is too cold, they survive in those areas. If it is too hot, they survive in those areas, because they have hard skin which prevent them from harsh climatic conditions. They are so hardy. And then you have to consider the feeds. The types of feeds which sheep uses mostly are like hay, normal grass, napier grass, maybe you can say desmodium, sweet potato wines for proteins, and any other type of feeds which are nearly or available in your area. So at least you should consider those types of feeds before starting this business. And then also you should consider the playing ground. If you are doing zero grazing, the playing ground is quite important, because sheep most of the times they like walking around. So most of the time siwezi advise mtu weke ndani kondoo kabisa bila kuwatoa at least for jua. So they also need sun for hard skin at least, and then healthy growing. Vitamin A is quite important for them. So plain feed itawasaidia wapate vitamin A, na pia wapate nini, they enjoy also the sun. And then also you have to have an aim when you are starting this sheep business. You should have a target. You should give yourself a target, let's say 2 years, 1 year, 1 month, or 10 years time. So you should have room for expansion because you have a target. So in sometimes most of farmers, they do not have a target. So you know, God will bless you. How will you expand your business? So for an instance, me, I've said I really need a target of basic capital of 300 sheep. So before I arrive at that 300 sheep, So I still have to be planning, making, when I'm purchasing anything, I'm purchasing for with a vision of expansion. So I'm looking forward to expand that business to around 300 sheep. So I know some people, maybe they are starting sheep farming just as any other, or they are starting just for fun, for hobby. So those people, we will allow them not to have those targets. But for us, whom we are doing as the basic business or the major business in our lives, we have to have greater visions. So guys, we will continue learning many things. We will continue encouraging each other. I know some of the farmers, maybe they are facing a lot of challenges. I've received many calls. They are facing a lot of diseases. Kuna wengine wameniambia kondo zao 10 zimekufa all of a sudden because kuna kasoro wanafanyanga, they don't deworm their sheep. So guys, let's deworm our sheep. Let's vaccinate our sheep. Let's work with our veterinary officers for advices. And I know we will grow a very good nation with many sheep, so that it will provide us with food. It will provide us with capital or money for our daily running. So next video, guys, I want to show you, we make an estimation or calculation, or we make a calculation whether, or if we are doing this sheep business for business. We will do a real calculation on a board, and I know, guys, you will see sheep business as the best venture ever, because I've received many calls also. People are saying, why did you go for sheep? You could have done goats business. It depends on the passion which you have. Even goats are good, but when we come to sheep are so fertile. They are more fertile. They get hit easily, and then also they have high tuning rate. As always, guys, we are going for profits. We are not taking a risk, and we love sheep. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please click that bell down there so that you may see the videos as I upload. Please give me some comments, show me some love by liking our videos, and ask me as many questions as possible. I will answer them one by one. Thank you so much.